Hello and welcome to this week's webinar. My name is Nathan Batcher and I'll be your host for today. So before I begin, I'm just going to briefly read through this disclaimer. Please feel free to read along as well. Beyond Trader LLC is strictly a research publishing firm. The information we publish is based on our opinions plus our quantitative models, statistical and financial data and independent research. This service is not registered with any financial regulatory agency, such as the SEC or any other organization or governmental body. By using our platform or our services, you acknowledge that we do not provide personalized recommendation or advice. Alternative asset classes are volatile investments and carry significant risk. Please do your own research before making any financial decisions. Okay, so on this week's agenda, I'm going to be going through exclusively Beyond Atlas this week because we reached a critical point with Beyond Atlas, and also Bitcoin's at a very interesting juncture after moving higher after Jackson Hole, but seemingly getting a little bit rejected and moving back towards the danger zone. So I thought I'd have a look at Bitcoin and Atlas this week, but I thought more interestingly than anything, I'd also like to draw to your attention that we've added some new coins to Beyond Atlas. So our additions to Beyond Atlas are Litecoin, Link, and Maker, but we're also going to be adding XRP over the coming weeks as well. So you've got a little bit more of a selection there in terms of coins to look at. And also, I think we're going to be adding 1 inch at some point in time. I think not all coins can be added due to the factors that Atlas incorporates and analyzes, but I thought I'd draw that to your attention because just as an example, something like Litecoin is looking very interesting, and I guess maybe a little bit more topical if you trade the majors. Something like Link is also very, very interesting as it's recently moved inside the green zone for Atlas, which basically means the strong buy zone. And this happens only a limited amount of time that it reaches these kind of very bullish levels. So again, a very timely addition to Beyond Atlas, and I think you'll enjoy going on there and taking a look at it as it's currently strongly bullish. So back to Bitcoin and what's going on at the moment. And as I said earlier, we've really reached a critical juncture for Bitcoin according to Beyond Atlas. And let's kind of zoom in and have a look at that in a little bit more detail in terms of what's going on. So Atlas has been moving higher and higher over the last couple of weeks, and it's become very apparent to us that all the time it's doing this, Bitcoin is making it particularly tricky for it to hold on to its gains, hence the strong move down from 124, and again the strong move lower from basically the Jackson Hole high over the last couple of days. So it is tricky, and ideally we need to see previous instances, and I'll show you that in a moment in terms of when it's been a very challenging time for Bitcoin, but things have turned around as rejections have taken place. So what could be about to happen, or indeed what I hope is about to happen, is that we're going to see a repeat of basically what we saw in 2020, whereby Bitcoin is kind of going sideways, a little bit choppy to the downside sometimes, but it generally recovers. But we know that there is strong potential for more upside. So those conditions are very similar to the summer of 2020, and I think what we're seeing is very similar then to Beyond Atlas, whereby it's moving in the red zone, but we're kind of more bullish than bearish at the moment based on the cyclical factors and the overall cryptocurrency market fundamentals that look very strong. So what we're hoping to see is a similar period here. I mean, the numbers are very similar. I think Beyond Atlas is close to 100.5. And here we're also about 100.5. So if we get a double rejection over the coming days and weeks here, Atlas doesn't move inside that red zone, but starts to taper off, and maybe a double bottom here, or a double top rather, and a double bottom in Bitcoin is what I meant to say, then we can start to see it turning lower. So very important over the next couple of days that Atlas doesn't move inside the red zone, and it generally starts to taper off about now and forms this kind of double top type pattern, and then we could potentially see a parabolic move in Bitcoin. And I strongly believe we're going to see prices between 140 and 160 over the coming months, and maybe we get some strong correction from those levels, and then we maybe get an even stronger run higher. But again, it's not the exact same fundamental conditions as 2020. Maybe we need to see some easing from central banks, but in theory, this is what I'm hoping is going to play out. If we do move inside the red zone, by the way, it's going to be very, very bearish for Bitcoin if we stay inside there. And there's certainly the risk of a revisit to 103,000. But again, it doesn't align with the current fundamental conditions unless we see some type of real strong pullback in equity markets or some very, very weird things going on in the bond market, i.e. These higher dated bonds, their yields start to go ridiculously higher and equities start to sell off. That could be one of the only catalysts that I really see that could potentially cause a market crash. So yeah, I mean, bearing those factors in mind, I think it does look good for Bitcoin, but we just need to see it moving away from the red zone. So that's basically what Atlas is showing us, and it very much aligns with our own analysis. Moving into the coming week, hopefully we don't get too close to 112 and we get a strong defense of that level if we do go down there and move back above 120, and this would fit very well with what we're seeing with Atlas here. So hope you enjoyed that. And do check out our new additions to Beyond Atlas, and I will see you again next week. Thank you very much.